Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying online with us at CYDES 2021. We will begin in just a moment. Our guest of honor for this evening will be Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence. Bear with us, we will begin shortly. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying online with us at CYDES 2021. We will begin in just a moment. Our guest of honor for this evening will be Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence. Bear with us, we will begin shortly. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying online with us at CYDES 2021. We will begin in just a moment. Our guest of honor for this evening will be Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence. Bear with us, we will begin shortly. Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence. Yang Berusha IR Mat Shah Nuri Mat Zain, Chief Executive of National Cyber Security Agency, National Security Council. Your Excellencies, members of media, esteemed exhibitors and distinguished guests. Once again, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CYDES 2021 closing ceremony. First and foremost, on behalf of all the organisers, I would like to thank you for joining us this evening and for the last 3 days throughout all the CYDES 2021 programs, networking functions and exhibition. To round out the whole event agenda, we have prepared a compilation of highlights for CYDES 2021. Let's have a look.
We have able to discuss things which are very crucial in order to ensure responsible state behavior in terms of securing a stable, peaceful cyber space. I think the experience was tremendous. I did not expect the tour to be so enriching, and it did not reflect the fact that it was held virtually. CYDES is an important event, not only for policymakers, not only for those who are involved in making policies, but for government institutions, academicians, but also for the industry players.
Pada pandangan saya, penganjuran CYDES adalah tepat pada waktunya. Ini merupakan satu pengalaman baru yang sangat menarik bagi saya. Selama ini, saya hanya berpeluang untuk melawat pameran secara fizikal. Namun kali ini menggunakan pendekatan yang sangat berbeza. Ini adalah satu pengalaman yang unik, memandangkan tiada lagi pameran di Malaysia yang menggunakan kaedah sebegini pada ketika ini. Saya kira penganjuran CYDES 2021 telah berjaya mencapai objektifnya.
What an amazing achievement to be able to organize not just exhibition but also 6 panel sessions for the ASEAN Cybersecurity Conference, 12 track sessions for Malaysia's Cybersecurity Strategy Forum and various bilateral meetings and networking functions. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri, Dato-Datuk, Tuan-Tuan dan Puan-Puan, let us begin with a welcome address by the host of CYDES, IR Mat Shah Noori bin Mat Zain, the Chief Executive of NACSA.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. The Honourable Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence, Your Excellencies, government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is hard to believe that 2 years of intense work coupled with the continuous challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic is now culminated in this CYDES 2021 closing ceremony. Having said that, I must say it has been an exciting and enjoyable journey, especially since the results are most gratifying. After being rescheduled twice, first when the COVID-19 hit our shores back in March 2020, and then secondly, when we realized that the pandemic was bigger than we thought and a time when the world was forced to embrace social distancing, hence leading to all MICE events and activities, among others, being shut down totally. Together with our strategic partner, Alpine Integrated Solution, we ran a series of virtual forums and workshops with some key industry players covering strategic topics all related to our Malaysia Cybersecurity Strategy, MCSS. We also managed to run the MCSS official launch ceremony on 12th October 2020 in a hybrid format. Following that, we had several other events and activities in relation to the MCSS implementation. Weekly CYDES planning meetings kicked off end of last year up till now, coupled with several lead-up events. And here we are, after 3 solid days of CYDES 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, NACSA was looking forward to using this global event as a critical platform to congregate our counterparts from ASEAN member states' fraternity, as well as our dialogue partners to continue our deliberations face-to-face, specifically on the 11 norms implementation and adoption. And so, we created the ASEAN Cybersecurity Forum, or ACSF, to be held within the CYDES program. It is most effective indeed to utilize a platform such as CYDES, regardless it is physical, hybrid, or fully virtual. CYDES brings the entire cybersecurity ecosystem together and focus in one dedicated platform. As such, it is perfect synergy for running the ACSF. However, the COVID-19 situation turned for the worse in the first quarter of this year, forcing us to reimagine how we would still utilize this platform to carry out this vital discussion and deliberations. We decided that these deliberations cannot and must not be put on hold, and that it is to keep our discussion and engagements going on a consistent basis. As such, we decided to run ACSF 2021 in a fully virtual format. The ACSF kicked off 2 days ago with the opening remarks by the Honourable Minister of Defence and concluded today with 3 keynotes delivered by some of the world's renowned personalities who are experts in global cybersecurity domain, and 9 panel discussions involving numbers of panel speakers and top-class moderators. Day 1 and Day 2 was government-centric, with discussion very much focused on the 11 norms adoption, while day 3 shifted to industry perspective discussions in order to complete the cycle. I had the honor to join two of my friends and notable cybersecurity experts, Excellency Dr. Tobias speaking from Australia and Mr. David Koh from Singapore, where we discussed on the key considerations in the policy formulation and how governments engage with multi-stakeholders in the process. When we curated CYDES Alpine, one of its key purposes was to serve as a platform for regional engagement. So, this virtual networking was an excellent substitute of what was supposed to be physical. We also given virtual booths to each of our member states to engage with industry and other players of the global cybersecurity fraternity. Besides that, there were several G2G type of meetings and forums, which were also run successfully in the last 3 days. Austrade also conducted a few vital focus events in conjunction with CYDES. One was held prior to CYDES as a lead-up event, the Malaysia-Australia Bilateral Cybersecurity Capacity Building Roundtable. Then, yesterday, they organized a webinar on Malaysia Cybersecurity Talents Agenda. And finally, this morning, a B2B session as a follow-up. My heartiest gratitude and appreciation goes out to the Australian High Commission, namely Austrade, and of course, Dr. Tobias and his colleagues and team. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it is no doubt that this inaugural CYDES, which is the first of its kind for Malaysia, and in some ways, first of its kind in the region, when we refer to the specific program and activities, especially concerning G2B. And so, before I conclude, I must extend my deepest and heartiest appreciation and gratitude to all the ASEAN member states, keynote speakers, panelists, moderators, the delegates, exhibitors and sponsors, visitors, fellow government colleagues, strategic partners, members of the media and all secretariat and organizing committees for their participation, support and lending hand in making the inaugural CYDES 2021 a major success. Thank you.
Thank you, IR Matsha, for the wonderful sharing. Indeed, this effort will definitely further assist the growth of cybersecurity industry for our country. What an exciting journey to look forward to. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are very honoured to invite Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ismail Sabri bin Yaakob, Senior Minister of Defence, to close CYDES 2021.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera to everyone. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to express my appreciation to all of you for your valuable contribution to our first virtual CYDES. My deepest gratitude goes to all who helped to make this event such a successful event. Ladies and gentlemen, I am most delighted to learn that it has been an extremely busy business week for the last 3 days at the first virtual CYDES for everyone involved. Congratulations to all. Day 1 kick off with the opening ceremony by the Honourable Prime Minister, followed by several notable virtual VIP tours. I was taken on a virtual tour myself on the first day, and I was pleasantly surprised at not only the way it was conducted, but at the level of engagement achieved despite it being fully virtual. Of course, nothing beats face-to-face, in-person meetings and engagements, but in this unprecedented era of COVID-19, this is the next best option. Kudos to the team who pulled this off remarkably. As IR Matsha reported earlier, the ASEAN Cybersecurity Forum kicked off and concluded earlier today on a highly successful note. After 3 days of deliberation, Again, it is commendable that despite being able to congregate within our ASEAN community in person, we still managed to successfully meet, discuss, coordinate and deliberate on the pertinent issues at hand. I then had the honor of performing the official launch of Matrix, a collaboration program between the government and industries to provide solution with the aim to manage SME cybersecurity challenges and act as a catalyst for the success of SMEs in the era of the digital economy. Day one closed with yet another highly engaging event held in the virtual realm, the virtual CYDES. Networking session between industry experts and the crucial and the critical agencies. I was informed over 70 industry experts engaged with some 20 critical agencies, totaling more than 100 engagement sessions. The way it was conducted was to depict as close as we could to a physical networking session. Congratulations to everyone who was part of this and who made it happen. I can only imagine how much pre-event planning was put into making this session the success it was. I hope that the plethora of invaluable meetings that took place will flourish into near future business transactions. More business transactions means more networks of being secured. Plus, this will be by default feed our economy and help our business communities. Day 2 highlight was the first round of track sessions of the much anticipated Malaysia Cyber Security Strategy Forum. With the launch of the MCSS last year in October, 113 programs planned as part of the 5-year strategy have kicked off, whereby this was one of those vital events. 12 sessions were successfully concluded within these 2 days. A total of 50 speakers, panelists and moderators make the MCSS forum a major success. The deliberations, exchange of expertise, best practices and knowledge sharing will be used in the implementation process of the new strategy. The wealth of vital knowledge achieved this week will not end here. Whoever is involved will be invited to the follow-up session as the way forward. I would like to also thank and congratulate our exhibitors for the insightful technology presentation at the Cyber Podium, which saw over 800 numbers of participants comprising our own ICT SOs, CISOs, and related IT security officers from the critical agencies and the business communities, amongst others. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me summarize that for you. CYDES 21 statistics are between 500 to 600 personnel mending the booths, with estimated 5,000 or more of business contacts made. VIPs, of which 10 were toured, whilst the remaining attended on their own. Some 1,000 delegates in total, of which 300 attended the ASEAN Cyber Security Forum, whilst over 700 attended the MCSS tracks, with a total of 100 speakers and moderators. Up till now, there have been over 2,000 visitors from all over the world who have virtually joined the event. These figures are astonishing and imaging, all done fully virtual. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to thank all our esteemed sponsors for the commitment and trust in CYDES. I also extend my deepest appreciation to all the renowned speakers, panelists and moderators, and to all strategic partners and stakeholders, my gratitude for your participation and contribution to making CYDES a great success. I must also thank the visitors and delegates who took time to visit CYDES, and not to forget the media for their extensive coverage nationally, regionally and globally. Last but not least, to the National Security Council, thank you for your overseeing the preparation and planning of CYDES. My heartiest congratulations goes also to the NACSA and Alpine teams, providing time and time again, which a dynamic private-public partnership is definitely the right approach in ensuring a total and absolute all-around success. And this is not just for putting up large international scale events, but also for driving our national economy forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you this is only the beginning. It is on that note that I hereby declare the closing of CYDES 2021, and I give my great pleasure and honor to proudly announce that the second CYDES will be held in 2023. However, from now till then, there will be a series of pocket events, including the National CISOs Conference and Technology Showcase, among others, all of which I'm hopeful will be run in a hybrid format, inshallah. I urge all of you to sign up for these next events, as I'm confident that they will be a major sellout. Thank you and see you at CYDES 2023.
Thank you very much, Dato Sri, for the support and enormous encouragement you have given, not just to CYDES, but to effort of enforcing cyber resilience to our nation. With the announcement of CYDES 2023, let's look forward to have an even better event in future, hopefully as a physical event next time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our event this evening. Once again, we thank all of you who are able to join us, not just for the closing ceremony, but throughout all 3 days of CYDES. The virtual event may come to an end, but hopefully this is only the beginning of your business engagement and relationship. We look forward to seeing you again next time at CYDES 2023. Remember, if you're interested to participate in the next CYDES, please do contact the organizing team via our website at www.cydes.my. Thank you again for your time. Remember, stay safe, stay connected. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
we have able to discuss things which are very crucial in order to ensure responsible state behavior in terms of securing a stable, peaceful cyber space. I think the experience was tremendous. I did not expect the tour to be so enriching, and it did not reflect the fact that it was held virtually. CYDES is an important event, not only for policymakers, not only for those who are involved in making policies, but for government institutions, academicians, but also for the industry players.
Pada pandangan saya, penganjuran CYDES adalah tepat pada waktunya. Ini merupakan satu pengalaman baru yang sangat menarik bagi saya. Selama ini, saya hanya berpeluang untuk melawat pameran secara fizikal. Namun, kali ini menggunakan pendekatan yang sangat berbeza. Ini adalah satu pengalaman yang unik, memandangkan tiada lagi pameran di Malaysia yang menggunakan kaedah sebegini pada ketika ini. Saya kira penganjuran CYDES 2021 telah berjaya mencapai objektifnya.